Hello, everyone. So I'm dialing in from Osaka today, where we have a community day and some great OpenChain presentations.
How was the conference?
Really good. So many people.
So good. But I have one question to Shane. Is it the public information for the ambassadors for SBOM working group?
So I'm going to be publishing that before the end of the week. So on the ambassador page, we will be putting the list of ambassadors who have adopted the work group.
Thank you very much. Also, so I included the information today's material. So
That's great.
okay, thank you.
So we'll say this is perfect timing. So everyone in the work group will find out now, and then we'll make sure that the website is updated before the end of the week with all of the details.
Thank you. Okay, it's time to start. Yeah, I guess some people will join later, but it's a time to start, so I will start the SBOM working group today. Okay. The first thing is antitrust policy notice. So this is a Linux Foundation event, so please follow this antitrust policy notice for attending this, for all of you who are attending this meeting. Please make sure. Thank you for cooperation. And today, Shane needed to create this meeting for 30 minutes. So I will go through this meeting for 30 minutes. So the updates I'd like to introduce first. And this is first information about the Ambassador Program. Some of you may know OpenChain project introduces Ambassador Program for in the via the OpenChain mail list. And fortunately, SBOM working group has 2 ambassadors, and this information will publicize in this in end of this month, as Shane mentioned earlier. And the Balakrishna-san and Nicola-san is successfully adopted this working group. And I guess Nicola-san joining this meeting. So could you introduce yourself briefly?
Hi everyone. So some of you may know me, some of you may not, but yeah, I'm Nicola. I'm one of the ambassadors that picked the SBOM work group as one of the working groups that not just as an ambassador I try to promote, but also to help with whenever it's needed to MC the meeting, whenever Kubota-san or someone else is not available. But I'm also a member of the few other working groups within the OpenChain project. And yeah, that's generally it. It's part of introduction. As I said, some of you may know me, some of you may not, but I'm an open source consultant and member of the OSPO in Bosch. So yeah, nice to see everyone. And nice to meet you.
To meet you, and thank you very much. And unfortunately, Balakrishna-san is not attending today, but thank you very much. And then next update is the main topic for today. As Shane already sent the email to the mail list, we are now creating the OpenChain SBOM document quality guide at the following Google Docs. And in the future, as I mentioned in the previous meeting, we will convert to the Markdown format from the Google Docs. But at this moment, we are editing on the Google Docs. And at this time, we changed some updates in the Google Docs. And the first one is change the group name from SBOM study group to working group. And then we updated in chapter 6, added a table mapping regulations, guidelines, and SBOM elements. But this section, this chapter is still work in progress. And then we are updated in appendix number 1, SBOM sample, added an environment diagram to show which entity is responsible for creating the SBOM document for each guideline. And this is today's main discussion topic. So I'd like to show you the chapter 6 first. And we intended to introduce several guidelines and the corresponding SBOM elements to each guidelines and legislations. And we are now picking 3 guidelines and regulations. First one is NTR minimum elements. Also, some of you may know this guidelines is updated by CISA 2025 minimum elements, but this guidelines still refer to some legislations. So I would like to involve these guidelines in this document. And chapter 6.1.1, we are showing in the diagram, chart for requirement level, shall and should. And shall is a required element, and should represent the optional recommended element. And here, of course, you're knowing about that required element and the recommended element is stated in this guideline. And we are checking several reference materials shown in 6.1.2. We are listed up all elements referred to the guidelines, several guidelines. And then we have not filled this chart, but we will fill these same topics, same elements for the CISA 2025 minimum elements. And regarding to the CRA, BSI technical, references 031A3 cyber resilience requirements. We'd like to fill this chart for the BSI technical reference. And of course, we are involving OpenChain Telco SBOM guide. And I believe this guide will be updated to version 1.2. And at this moment, I'm not sure for the corresponding elements for SPDX version 3.0 and Cyclone DX. And as some of you may know, Cyclone DX published version 1.6 today or yesterday. So we will fill this chart in near future. This is the update for the section 6, chapter 6. And this discussion, Appendix 1, SBOM samples, we will create actual SBOM samples for the use case.
By the way, I see Balakrishna has joined us, and also when it comes to the various SBOM types or guides, there's a question from Yari. how about adding some information from India? Should it be added to chapter 6? So those are the two data points. Balakrishna is here from India, and Yari was saying, how about we include some stuff from India?
Well, I can. Sorry, I did not have the invite to join to this meeting, hence the delay.
Welcome,
Hello, am I audible?
welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yeah. So from India side, right, and regulations, they have just been the requirement of SBOM has been a little blanketed. So there's no specification on what type of SBOM or what specification of SBOM is needed. It has just been more or less like you can use an SPDX SBOM or a Cyclone DX SBOM, but there has not been a specific requirement of whether it has to be at a build phase, release phase, or if it has to be a system bomb or a C bomb or K bomb. None of those things have been come up. So what we are concentrating here on is basically we would be generating reports or SBOMs that are required by our clients. Basically, if we are supporting to a European company, then probably what a CRS says or what BSI says according to its jurisdiction, or if you're supporting to Japanese company or US company, based on those jurisdictions, we go with the requirement as of now. Hello. Hello.
Oh, sorry. Some noises are hearing. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, we will try. And as far as I know, some people are investigating India SBOM guide, and there are some additional element for required from the India SBOM guide. So I will check and we'll create the chapter for the chapter 6.
Yes, I can do some more homework. I can bring some more information for you about it.
Thank you. And also there is another guidelines existing, such as FDA, IMDLF, and recently OpenChain automotive SBOM are published, I remember. So I will discuss. Okay, I will add these guidelines to the chapter 6. And if you have anyone who has knowledge about such guidelines, please let me know, or this document can be edited by anyone who are joining this meeting. So please fill out if you have any knowledge about such guidelines.
Hello, I can just add or give a hint so that I unfortunately I do not have that information yet, but I learned about the Catena X experts group software that was established, who are thinking about a car SBOM standard. So we plan to have, and that's also a heads up for all of you, automotive work group meeting on November 14. So Shane, you're also in the line. So if you could please start the invitation here in the calendar.
Yep,
I
gonna
already
happen.
got confirmation from the SPDX. So Alexius will join us there. I have confirmation now from this expert group software from Catena X, and I also reached out to OWASP if they also can send someone so that we can have really good discussion, especially on this automotive aspects and what will happen, because there I think too many things around. So I think it would be very, very important that we discuss this, and I would appreciate if someone from here from the SBOM working group could also join there and giving an update of what we're doing, and then ideally we could also all come together in one of the next SBOM work group meetings here with Cyclone DX, SPDX, Catena X, so all those Yeah, exactly. You need good that you show that, because worst case we need to add another column to this table, and this should not happen in my point of view, right? So I would appreciate to reduce the columns and not extend it, and therefore I think we need this discussion, and I think it's a good timing now, right? Because the Catena-X just started, and maybe they're not aware of all those activities. So that's also, on the one side, we can listen to their plans and get their ideas. On the other side, we can also inform what we are already doing, so that they can already stand on the shoulder of few giants, right? And do not reinvent the wheel, even if they were automotives.
Okay.
And
Thank you very much.
like inventing moving things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay, thank you. I will try to find my schedule, and I believe Ninja-san will join the automotive SBOM discussions. Right, Ninja-san?
I'm sorry, I don't have so much enough information about the automotive SBOM. As far as I know, so Toyota and Hitachi Solutions has already presented at the OpenChain, how to say,
Mini summit.
there's mini summit at Amsterdam. So my understanding is correct?
Yes, I believe that they did. The important thing, though, for this new meeting, the automotive meeting in middle November, will be that it's going to very much be a chance for not just presentation but also discussion. So it's going to really be a meeting of the work group.
Sure. Thank you so much. And
Oh,
also,
can I
Masato-san,
sorry,
sorry.
Ninja-san. Can I confirm one thing? The guideline is different from the Toyota's one and the new one.
To whom you ask?
Sorry, Master-san. It's a automotive discussion next month is different from the last presentation from Hitachi Solutions and Toyota.
I would say not my gut feeling, right? Because I do not need the know the details, but my gut feeling it is not different from the content side, but it would be different from the context side. So if I don't know if you're familiar with Catena-X, but this typically you're more familiar with the term digital twin, right? So that you have, for each car running around the world, you have a digital twin in a system where you can really track down everything, right? And you can really, worst case, even track every screw that is running around in Japan on that street. You can have in the digital twin all the history, where was it produced, who touched it, whatever. It's a huge database there in Catena-X for this supply chain thingy. And now with CRA things, with also ISO 26262, also all those cybersecurity guidelines on top of that, now they want to have this traceability also in the same system. They say, okay, if I now have a new vulnerability that may threat something in the car, they want to have this traceability in the same system. And therefore, as they have the digital twin already for all hardware parts in their car, now they also need to have a list of all software parts, obviously, all the dependencies inside. And with ignoring that we already have this working group with the SBOMs, I see the risk that they reinvent yet another SBOM where they say, okay, then we need to list all those dependencies. So I think we're talking about exactly the same topics, but ideally we can just convince them, hey, why not just using then cyclonic SPDX or whatever SBOM and ingest it into your system and extend your traceability and tracking on that. So I hope I made the point. So that is there more from this really not about the contents of the SBOM more, but how will I use those SBOMs later for exactly this supply chain traceability.
Master-san, thank you so much for your information. I'm really interested about the SBOM initiatives in Catena-X. And if possible, so would you please tell me how to get more precise information about what
You have to
Katina
join the meeting on the 14th of November, because
Okay.
to be honest, I had really hard times to get those people,
No,
right?
but
But now I got the
I hope
contact and I
it will
invited them.
be held in virtual, also virtual.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I should attend.
And Shane will share, I think, as soon as he set it up, share the meeting details, etc. But I'm more or less on the same level than you, so I roughly know what they're doing, but not in detail. And therefore, I said, please present what you plan to do there and how we can get together. I just observed, okay, well, it seemed like we're doing things again, right, and reinvent the wheel, and I wanted to avoid that. And therefore, I think it's, as Shane also mentioned, it's important that we discuss this, and make people aware and know each other, right?
And you'll see the advertising with the message about the meeting in November. It will go to this mailing list as well as across our social media and so on. So I'll make sure you get it on this SBOM mailing list, so anyone who's interested can have all the dial-in details.
And I shared the agenda draft here in the chat. So if you have also more topics or you want to change something, then you're also welcome to either contact us here or just make a pull request.
Okay, and
Thank you
Mark
very much.
James raise his hands.
Oh,
And
yeah,
also the big
please.
difference, perhaps as a last point to our OpenChain Mini Summit in Amsterdam, is that I really try also to reach out to my fellow automotive suppliers like ZF, Continental, all the BMW, Porsche, whatever. I really try to promote that here heavily so that we also have representatives ideally from everyone in the automotive in this meeting. And so that is really automotive specific discussion. And
Thank you. I will try to find my schedule and will join the discussion. Thank you very much. And Mark HN-san, please speak.
Yes, one remark about the India guide. We had studied it in the telco group when it was published, and we had sent comments to them, but we never got an answer. What we noticed at that time was that they really have a huge list of mandatory elements, and some of them seem to be really impossible to fulfill in some cases. So we should be careful if we include that, because as I said, it seems really difficult to comply to all they request. That's one point. Then, yes, we have started version 1.2 of the telco guide in order to be compliant with the CISA minimum elements. But we will only publish it when the CISA document is in final version. But with the current US shutdown, I don't know how much time it will take. But yes, we are planning to do an update when this is ready. And last point, a small request to Shane. As we have now a work group, you could change the title of the meeting invite. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hey.
Yep, we'll get that done.
Thank you. So, firstly, please make sure to investigate India SBOM guide. And after that, I will send an email about the investigation result about the India SBOM guide. And if anyone who has insight, please send your insight to the mail list later. Okay, thank you. And today I'd like to discuss about this one. I will show this one. And in chapter appendix 1, we will create the actual SBOM JSON for the sample supply chain situation. So firstly, we expect this supply chain for creating the SBOM document. So if you have any comment, please let me know later. Our intended supply chain is some Appway source package provider gets the source code from the open source software as well as the proprietary software. And then they aggregate some source code to one source packages. And they are providing their source packages to Appware provider. And Appware provider compile each source code and link some library provided by lib provider and creating application A. And then they are Appware provider providing Appware to the user. But this Appware will be linked dynamically or LD load with libc.so. And the user will run application A on their environment. This is a sample environment for exchanging information and actual source packages and actual binaries. And this situation, we will create some actual JSON for the SBOM document. And regarding to the Appware source package provider, we will focus this red box. Appware source package provider are creating SBOM for appware.c, app-b-c. App-b- means modified from the original open source software. And app-c aggregated. And they create source packages and they provide this source package to the Appware provider with Appware source JSON. And in this case, they will create source SBOM, we believe. And then libp provider is will same process like Appware source package provider. But the only difference is they are compile these source code and they provide library b.a to the Appware provider. So they will provide actual lib-b.a and lib-b.json. And in this case, they will create build type SBOM, build SBOM. And Appware provider will receive source packages from Appware source package provider. And also they are receiving Appware source package JSON with source SBOM. And also Appware provider receive lib-b.a and along with lib-b.json, which is build SBOM. After that, Appware provider will build and link these files and created Appware for the execution file. And in this case, they will create a build type SBOM and they will provide Appware and build type SBOM to the user or some regulatories. But the user will be use this appware with some libc.so. But libc.so will be provided some distribution companies. For example, appware is an Android app, and Android app will definitely depends on the Android system library. But the appware provider don't know the details of the libc.so because the version number will be updated dynamically by users. So the version number or some actual name can't be known by appware provider. So we should represent such version number as known unknown. So I expect to create these 3 types of SBOMs for the examples. This is our intention, but today I'd like to ask all of you, are there any comments or some thoughts? If there are no thoughts or opinions, we will start to create this type of samples. And we'll share GitHub or somewhere. Are there any opinion? Nothing? Okay. Nothing. So we will start to create some drafts and we'll share in somewhere in the GitHub and we'll inform via the mail list. So if you have any questions or opinions, please respond that for some mail list or GitHub comments. Oh, thank you, Yari-san. Okay, today's update is that's all from my side. Thank you very much. Okay, it's almost time for Shane need to leave. And that's all from my side. If there are no opinions or comments, I think we can close today's meeting.
Excuse me, Kobodo-san.
Okay,
I
please.
have one small thing, but this is another topic. May I?
Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Everybody, I really appreciate if you give me information. So in this discussion, do you have any experience with process the SPDX3 JSON, specifically output from the Yocto? So the reason why I ask you is I have a little bit trouble to process the SPDX3 JSON from Yocto.
To whom do you ask?
Everybody in this discussion.
Okay, are there anyone who has the knowledge for the output SPDX version 3.0 for the Yocto system?
I have used SPDX2 from Yocto, but not SPDX3.
Okay, thank you so much. And okay, so I have another question to, okay, specifically, marketing. Now I'm working with SPDX3 JSON, as I mentioned, and I'd like to, how to say, verify, validate a code alignment to the Telco SBOM guide. So in this context, do you have any plan to update Telco SBOM validator to support SPDX3 JSON?
Not for the moment, but if it's required, yes, if it's useful, we can try to do it. But no work has been done for the moment. But
Really?
we can think about it if it's needed.
Okay. Or so,
And Ninju-san, Josh from Gami and from the SPDX community are the best person to ask these things because he is creating SBOM modules for Yocto. He is a maintainer. And I guess you have the connection. And
yes.
also, I have connection. So please let him know. Let ask him.
Okay, I will do it. Thank you so much.
Okay. 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 I think we can close this meeting. I will send these materials later to the mail SBOM mail list. So, and this SBOM document quality guide can be editable for everyone. So please edit or please add the comment if you have any thoughts or questions or some opinions. I'm very appreciative. Okay, that's all from my side. And thank you very much for joining. And Shen, do you have any closing remarks? Nothing? Somi-san, do you have any comment?
No. Shen-san is leaving now, currently, already back.
Okay. I'm not sure, but you and Shane are attending the LF Japan Community Days, right?
He mentioned he will be back.
Okay. But I think that's all from today for today. So thank you for joining today. Hello, Shane.
Hi, everyone. Say hello to Kubota-san. Everyone is here. So in Osaka, we're just after talking about SBOM. We've had a great day, and we look forward to the next conversation of the work group. Take care, all.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And enjoy the LF Japan Community after event, private event.
Craft beer study group with Shima-san, I think.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for attending, everyone. And I'm very looking forward to seeing some of you at the Open Source Summit Japan in December. Thank you for joining today, and have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.